Welcome to Sedgwick Soccer Fieldhouse and Patriots Soccer Field, the home of the Dallas Baptist women's soccer team. When the Patriots advanced to the NCAA Regional Tournament in Golden, Colorado last year, it marked the third time in the last 4 years in which the Patriots punched their ticket to the postseason. During that 4-year span, DBU is one of only 30 Division II teams in the nation to make at least 3 trips to the Big Dance. And Patriots head coach Michelle Leonard looks for her 2015 squad to build off the program's recent success.
I think that we've showed that we can be competitive both in the conference and in the region for the last 3 and even 4 seasons. We finished in the top 1 or 2 spots in the conference and in the conference tournament and advanced to the NCAA tournament. So we're happy with where we've been. I'd say that we're not satisfied, that we feel that we've arrived at a good place, but that we don't want to stop. We want to keep climbing and getting better and not just be competitive in the conference and in the region, but also on a national level.
The most glaring issue for Dallas Baptist in 2015 will be the task of replacing All-American Leah Sedgwick, as well as 4 all-conference performers who were all lost to graduation at the end of last season.
Well, we knew this day was coming, and we knew that we had several players who had been big contributors on this program, so we planned for it, and we attempted to really develop the current players that we have, the returners, and we also recruited appropriately to try to fill some of those shoes. So if we did our job, hopefully we're just reloading rather than rebuilding this year, and we have some high expectations for some of our returners to step up in some of those big shoes. We also have some young new players who we think are going to contribute right away.
Looking to lead the offensive charge for DBU will be the team's top 2 scoring leaders in 2014, as both Ashley Cox and Emily McDonald return for their senior seasons. And Coach Leonard expects the Patriots scoring tandem to pose more problems for defenses this year.
Well, Ashley and Emily are both tremendous athletes. They both have excellent speed and great 1v1 ability. And when they're both healthy and on the field at the same time, there's very few defenses in the region, and I'd say even nationally, that can deal with their speed and athleticism. So I think that they should both be dangerous going forward this year. I think that we will see the 2 of them combine likely for the most goals and the most assists. We also have some players joining around them that I think are going to free them up and make them more successful, because it's going to take some of the pressure off of them that maybe they've had in the past when we haven't had as much depth.
Ashley Cox, who's been named an all-conference performer all 3 years, echoes Coach Leonard's remarks and feels this year's squad should once again produce lots of offensive firepower.
I definitely expect our offense to be super strong, if not stronger than last year. Emily and I have a great connection on the field, so hoping that will be great again. We also have some awesome freshman forwards who came in, and I expect them to be super dangerous on the field for us, and it's going to be an awesome season.
After being named the Heartland Conference's Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, Emily McDonald made the transition to the forward position last season. It was a move that she welcomed, and it's paid huge dividends for DBU's offense.
I think at first it was a bit of a transition just because I was so used to playing defender for 2 years, but after I was transitioned to forward, Michelle and Jess really helped me just fit into that role, and I realized that the 2 weren't that much different. And so coming from a defensive position and then moving to the forward position, I think it helped me better understand what I needed to do as a forward to beat the defenders.
While the Patriots return a dynamic scoring duo in Cox and McDonald, defense is where the Patriots have made a name for themselves. Over the past 2 years, DBU has notched 27 shutout victories, and the Patriots hope to continue that trend in 2015.
Well, defense is a tremendous priority to us, and we coach that from day one. And our expectations are high for every position on the field, regardless if they're a backline player or a forward. And so we expect everybody to defend at a high level. We really pride ourselves on being organized and being on the same page as a team. And so we've had some fantastic players playing in the back line, and we had a very strong goalkeeper over the past few years. But we've also just had a discipline as a team that I think has led to our success, and we have a strategy that I think has set us up for that success. And I feel that even though we've graduated some of those players in there, that we'll be able to put new players in the positions and get similar results.
One key piece to the Patriots' defensive success over the past 4 years was the play of Carrie Edwards, who started 88 matches in the net and totaled 48 shutouts during her illustrious career. With Edwards lost to graduation, the goalkeeper position will feature a new name, and the Patriots enter the new year with 3 players battling for the starting role.
We have 3 new goalkeepers that have joined the team this year. We have 2 incoming freshmen, and we're fortunate to pick up a transfer who already has 3 years of college soccer experience. They've all 3 had a very good preseason, and they all 3 could see time this year. Right now, Jenna Ackerley, our transfer, who's a senior this year, is standing out as the number 1. We expect her to be the starter, and because we were fortunate to pick up someone with experience, we feel very confident going in that although she may have a different skill set than Carrie Edwards, she's very, very good and can come in and lead our team from the back right away.
Along with 3 new goalkeepers on the roster, DBU will also turn to a host of newcomers who hope to make an impact on the pitch in 2015.
We also have a transfer coming in from a junior college, Mackenzie Rice, who's going to be playing center back for us, who is extremely fit, has fantastic speed, is going to give us some size in the defense that maybe we're lacking, and who I expect to have a very good season. Lindsay Washburn is another freshman who I think could come in and contribute in several positions. See her up front or maybe in an attacking mid position. She's very strong, very dangerous in front of the goal, and surprisingly quick. So I really anticipate Lindsay being kind of a sleeper, someone that no one really knows about that I think could come in and surprise some teams. In addition to that, we have a couple of other returners who I believe may have gone unnoticed with their stats last year, but were huge contributors. People like Lindsay Eccles, who really control the midfield for us, who dictate the flow and the tempo of the game, and players like Jolie Patterson, who is another player like Ashley or Emily, who has fantastic speed and great 1v1 ability and can be dangerous going toward goal.
While the Patriots roster features a host of newcomers, DBU returns 12 players to this year's squad with postseason experience. Senior Jolie Patterson is one of 6 seniors who has been to the regional tournament on 2 separate occasions, and Patterson expects that valuable experience will help DBU take the next step in their drive towards another regional tournament.
I think we are very experienced because of that, and I think it's really good that even though we have, a lot of newcoming freshmen, that we have those seniors who are still able to, step up because we've had the experience that we have with the past 2 regional tournaments. I think it's given us a chance to step up because we have all these new incomers too.
Another veteran talent that DBU expects to play a pivotal role this year is forward Rebecca Kernan, who looks to build off the tradition that was established by the Patriot teams of the past.
So one of the traditions that we have is running the Midnight Mile at the beginning of preseason, and to us and to me, this symbolizes the fact that we don't waste a minute with DBU soccer. We literally start to finish, we give it our all. Another tradition that we have is praying before games, and to me and to the rest of the team, that means that we play soccer for the Lord, and it's a gift to do so, and it keeps our focus on really why we're playing the game.
As the Patriots gear up for a new season, they once again face a challenging non-conference schedule before they enter league play in the Heartland. And Coach Leonard expects the tough schedule in the early going to play dividends down the road.
Well, our expectations are always high. That is why we open up with a tough schedule. We want to play the best teams in the country because we want to be one of the best teams in the country. And so our expectations are to go out and continue to get better. Again, we've had a successful season the last few years, but we've fallen short. And I think that we feel a little bit disappointed about how the season ended last year. We felt that we exited earlier from the NCAA tournament than we had hoped and that we thought we were capable of. So we expect to come out, be competitive with those teams opening weekend. We're fortunate to be playing those games at home this year. And we want to do well right away. Those games can have big implications on advancing to the NCAA tournament, so we take them very seriously. But we expect to be right in the same position that we were last year. In each game, competing at a high level, giving ourselves a chance to win. And although I can't guarantee results, I can guarantee that we're going to work hard and we're going to compete in every game. And we're going to go out and give our best effort, and I think that's going to get us some good results.
Once the conference schedule rolls around, DBU and St. Edwards are once again expected to vie for the league title. The Patriots have faced the Hilltoppers in each of the last 4 years for the Heartland Conference Tournament title. And after taking on St. Edwards in the NCAA Regional Tournament last year, Dallas Baptist eagerly awaits the chance to battle the Hilltoppers again in 2015.
Yeah, I'm looking really forward to it. This rivalry's been around for years. My freshman year coming in, I knew about it. I watched games before I even came in, so I knew it was an intense battle. And we look forward to it every year because it's going to be intense. They're best games around, and it's a pride thing because we want to have that victory, but then we always have respect for them at the end of the day.
It all starts for DBU right here at Patriot Soccer Field when Dallas Baptist squares off against 2 top 25 teams in Colorado School of Mines in Metro State on September 3rd and 5th. DBU's Heartland Conference schedule begins on October 1st as the Patriots travel to Claremore, Oklahoma to take on Rogers State. As the Patriots enter 2015, they'll look to compete for a Heartland Conference tournament title for the 5th straight year and make it back to the NCAA Regional Tournament in back-to-back seasons. With the new year just around the corner, we'll look forward to seeing you at Patriot Soccer Field in 2015.